That is not exactly everyone we pegged up to be on that roster. So we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, it seems like they do have a good amount of subs, and appropriately so, because a lot of the Lowkey Splatoon roster is from the west coast of the United States, which would have been a task for them to get up in the morning. So we have Jared and Chip coming in, subbing in for them, whereas
Both
the one in yeah, that's gonna be scary for sure. Chip, of course, with that ink brush coming through and just wheeling and dealing his way through the perspective of Jared. Jared is most famously known from that roster of Surge, and one of the mainstays from that crew. But as we see here, Radiant Splatoon getting off to a great start here, getting a lot of possession of clams in key spots. That bubble able to protect them, and such great, oh my goodness, great defensive coverage up.
3 special push.
But like, it wasn't just like, you know, all of them, because like that's the thing, right? Oh, but no, on the other side of the map,
yeah,
you didn't even call this. Yeah, okay, Jesus. On the other side of the map,
3 special push to try to put a thing in, and Chip just slips right in on the other side and opens the basket before they get there.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Radiant Splatoon. I was just gonna comment like, wow, they did all like the right things. They stacked their specials, as you said, 3 specials in a way to be able to defend the kind of Trojan horses plowing into the side of Lowkey Splatoon. But no, on the other half, Chip is just able to say nope to all of that.
I think that's going to be a theme throughout this entire match, is they're not going to need to keep a heavy eye on Chip, or that's just going to happen every time.
We'll see what will take place here and what their response is kind of after that sudden push. Baller is coming in and trying to open up something of a path here, but ooh, nice coverage there. That Baller did have one player to support them and get some covering fire. You have Nura here putting a lot of pressure onto where they can normally defend, does get rid of Misa, does at least open up some opportunity for Radiant Splatoon to be able to take the lead here, as they're able to put in 2 footballs here and follow it up with more clams than that, and that is one of the more fat pushes we'll see probably in this set, all the way down to the 39-point marker.
And that was another 3 special push. Like this special coordination coming up from Radiant right now is phenomenal. They threw in that baller to get in, then they pulled out the Booyah Bomb to hit the basket and provide some coverage, and then they had bubbles right there to protect anyone throwing in clams. That was beautiful.
Yeah, and I think, you know, when you were mentioning the baller, what we didn't even see on our screen until Lowkey was dead was, it wasn't just a baller, but it was someone else swimming with the baller right under him. They couldn't notice him. And that was it, and that person was able to get rid of the person putting fire into the baller. That being said, though, Lowkey coming in with the push. That's a 40-point marker, and plenty of clams coming in. Mr. Good trying to catch one of the members from Lowkey, but that baller is going to be able to at least activate that special and get away from the thick of things, and that's going to still be points coming in. Where are they coming from? We aren't able to see it on Mr. Good's screen. A match coming in and opposition coming in on at least one side of the field goal, but on the other side, Mr. Good just left from. That's going to be more clams coming in.
I think they were throwing from mid.
Oh, I see. Yeah, the one, their position in a place that would seem to indicate that. And following it up, maybe a double kill. Yes, that's 2 players going down. TKS and Bankoma taken out like that. And just so you can do your own thing, but there's something just really comical about just like the, I don't know, the visualization and imagery of like someone just moving at like such a different pace and just like kind of walking around. I don't know, it's just fun every time. Do you see a super jump in though? That is breaking of the barrier, but not enough follow up there, unfortunately, and really just not enough members taken down on behalf of Lowkey.
And that pushed up a little bit more delayed and a little bit more hectic than the first couple.
Yeah, you could tell that they were kind of reaching their straws at this point, and just realized, okay, let's just hope. less coordinated than their other players.
I mean, they're a minute left. They need what, like 2 footballs to take a lead.
Yeah. They do. I think it's gonna
be a beefy push.
It has to be. But speaking of beefy pushes, might be seeing that on the behalf of the other side that didn't need it so much. That's 2 footballs coming in. 0 clams now left remaining. That should be the push for now, but still at least making it that much more difficult for Radiant to get back. Not only just in the game, but just to be able to win this. To be able to win this in the last 30 seconds. Mr. Good here in the middle does have that baller, needs to have some team support though, with a rush coming in around him. Is forced to activate that baller with 20 seconds left to go with no clan presence, but they're able to rack some up. with some 15 seconds left to go, do have at least a football to be able to put into the field goal. Do they have the follow-up? They have 9 clams to boot with it. Is able to get one, but the Brella is able to survive for just a little bit longer. That should be the push for now with 4 seconds left to go.
Yeah.
Lowkey able to defend that win.
They just waited a little bit too long, I think, to react to the people coming in behind them. If the Buckeye had like held back a little bit and dealt with those flankers, they might have been able to handle that a little bit better.
Might have indeed, but for now it will be Radiant losing that game in particular, but not a bad showing, honestly. That was a
absolutely not. It was pretty even.
Yeah. No, but I think that's like really surprising. I mean, given the kind of teams the kind of team that Lowkey is often placing in like in majors, like in the top like 8s of brackets and just doing super well. Of course, 2 subs coming in, so that will shake up things a good bit. But Radiant very much holding their ground here, and really excited to see how they're able to.
Saw some amazing plays coming up from Radiant. Like if they can continue that through the next match, those special pushes were terrifying.
Yeah, they really were, and it's not just like the fact that it's not even that they just press the same button at the same time. It's that they like stack themselves on top of each other in a really coordinated manner.
The specials they picked to stack, they clearly know what they're doing. That was a match. Like if new teams are having troubles figuring out how to play Clan Blitz, watch that match. Legit.
Yeah, that was a really fun one. I'll probably point myself to that one just to like look back at it, honestly. But yeah, we'll see. At least coming up into the next game, all of Radiant ready up at the same time, literally within within 0.5 seconds. And heading on to Splatoon's Humpback Pump Track. This is one of the more hectic ones, but certainly one of the map modes you can depend on special coordination to really carry a team here. So we'll see if we'll be able to see that again. Coming in on the behalf of the European/Japanese side here.
This is one of my favorite map mode combos. Legit, I just love it so much.
It's just so fun. Honestly, it's one of the few that it's both fun to play and really fun to spectate. And I'm just glad that like a lot of people can agree on that. But TKS here for Radiant, getting off onto the left side, is kind of wary of going off by themselves, and will back off just a little bit. And does play a little bit cautious here. They have 2 members going down. Can you at least have any defending fire covering that and allowing inroads to get back in? The answer to that is no. And Lily, it might be a little bit of a difficult road to start off here for Radiant.
It looks like the entirety of Lowkey there just kind of collapsed on the players dropping in and took them out before they could get anywhere. The special defense here is pretty harsh.
Yeah, we'll see if they're able to make their way back in. We do see at least from one side of the map, a couple of Radiant able to approach from 3v3 in the middle, but they are suspecting Jared coming in from the flank. Jared able to get out of this couple shots. Does get the double kills. How did you get the triple? And that's going to be an entire team eviscerated. And that might be the game, honestly. Mr. Good left on their own now.
Jared, please, calm down.
16-15 squid points left to go on this one. Mr. Good does go down. Chip is able to push on in with not the brush this time. 5 points left to go. Inkjet is out, but focusing on the splash for now, and unfortunately not able to get coverage onto the zone. That is a quick 2-0, and unfortunate, but it was all Jared that shut down that entire comeback potential.
Jared is nasty to fight against, no matter what. He's such a strong frontliner.
That frontline presence was able to at least get him to leading KDA for that match, and that will be the set. Of course, mostly on the behalf of really just Sharking, and unfortunately Radiant trying to place all their chips in one basket, and honestly kind of what they needed to do at that point, with that clock kind of ticking down, points ticking down, and so much of the special defense you were talking about being so overwhelming. It really was feeling like that they would have to at least try to approach really in a specific manner, and thankfully enough able to get that win. But I think